Oh my God.
Okay, you say what you want to say. I'm 60
No.
something. I'm 70 years old. I say what the hell I want to say.
You
Well-
cannot say that word.
Why not? I mean, honestly, it's freedom of expression, but I understand how sensitive the particular
Now you have as
groups
long as
are.
you've been knowing me, never heard me say that word, but he's one of them. He's one.
Yeah, J. Hoover was one
Yeah.
of the dudes that was like hiding behind the closet.
Yes, he was. Him and his assistant director.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they put it when I was reading the article? He was not a homosexual. He just didn't like heterosexuals.
So what they call it?
They back in the day, I don't know what the hell they call it. Okay. And he used to keep dirt on everybody. I mean, every president, every congressman, every businessman.
Right.
And if you try to get him out of office,
Yeah.
he pull up his little piece of paper and show you the shit he had on you. And everybody backed away. That's an article, so that ain't no doubt. That's why they couldn't touch him.
That's why I want to go to the U.S. Archives.
He had dirt on everybody.
I want to see exactly what's going on. You know that's in Washington, D.C. They got to drop on everything, even the JFK assassination. And it's open. Now, my thing is like this. Can I get some footage of that shit when I go up in there?
I don't know. Now, when it comes to Kennedy, if you think that Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy, I sell you a bridge.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he got hit with like 3 different gunmen. Two or three gunmen.
Uh-huh.
2 or 3 in all different angles. They fucked that man.
Here's another thing that is on this subject. How was Jack Ruby able to walk into a police station with a known supposed to be assassin Oswald
Mm-hmm.
and just walk right in and blow his ass away? You know how much damn police and protection they had around that son of a bitch?
Well, they said the police let him in the door.
That's what I'm talking about.
They let him in the door. You know he had connections with the mob.
He had connection with the mob. He had some connection with the Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the theories was that the mob was upset because Kennedy wouldn't let them advance the way they wanted to advance. He gonna stop their shit, especially Bobby. Okay, so we said we gotta get rid of him. Now that's the theory.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, there's no way. First of all, it was the M14 rifle.
Right.
You ever shot an M14?
No, sir.
Get
never
in
shot
the
a rifle.
M16, baby.
I shot handguns.
A lot of the M14s was you had to.
That's a lot of time.
No shit.
How many rounds they said they shot?
2 or 3, I think. I'm not sure. But how can you get that many rounds off that fast with M14?
Not by yourself.
Uh-huh.
Not by yourself, man. With that
That's
type
one
of-
thing. Like I said, there's no proof. There's no whatever. But just think, my man got up there and shot him right in the damn courthouse, right in the damn jail. Okay, how'd he get in there and get that far? How'd he get that far?
I don't know.
With all that Secret Service and all the police around there, you just got a president got shot and killed?
Mm.
Come on, this man just walks right up at the steps, walk upstairs, walk down the hall, pull his gun out and blow your ass away.
What did he shoot Oswald with? I know he shot him
38.
with a revolver, a 38.
But that was the gun back in the time. But 38, but you know, these 15 shooters and all that, them 6 shooters, that was it.
Mm.
That was a cop special of 38.
So
Snub nose.
He shot Oswald in the stomach and
Up
he
close.
died.
Mm-hmm. Who's to say that we know he shot him, but so who's to say that he couldn't have survived? Who's to say that they didn't put him on his way?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how can he die instantly off of the 38? They didn't have no hollow points back then.
I don't think so. They may have, but I wasn't in the guns then, so I don't know.
A 38 special. I know that all
38
guns are
snub
dangerous.
nose.
All guns.
Well,
are
22 can blow your ass away.
dangerous. I mean, close range. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're done. In the back of the skull, you history.
Right.
But a 38,
Mm-hmm.
a 38 in close range, I can see him dying.
And then they show different films of different people all around the motorcade and all that. And then one part of the motorcade came by as getting shot. If you look over the hill, you see a cloud of smoke coming up.
Oh shit! So basically, he got hit up front.
Right. But here's the main thing with that. Everybody wants to know who really killed him, whether it was Oswald or whoever it is, right?
Right.
Why did the commission that were doing all that shit said there wouldn't be hardly no records open for 35 years? What the hell you had?
I don't know.
Because within 35 years or so, most motherfuckers are dead.
But they said, my understanding was, they said we were too young to understand that during that time. But when we get
If you believe
older,
that shit, I'll sell you a bridge.
when, this is what they said, brother. When we get older, we had the maturity to deal with it once we open the archives. You feel me?
You talking about some bullshit. That is some real bullshit.
Well, I know that. Come on, man.
Oh, we have
I'm just
maturity to
saying.
deal with it.
I just want to know the truth.
That's all I want. I don't give it. Because most of the people probably dead anyway now.
Right.
So why can't we tell the truth?
I don't
Why
know,
can't we
man.
tell the truth about Hoover? He's dead. Anybody connected with him is dead.
Right.
You know, you got people right now today, because they call him G-Man, that would not, don't care if you got all the evidence in the world, would not believe you that he had some sugar in his tank.
Well, hell yeah. Let
The
me-
G-Man, big, and he was a nasty bastard.
Let me tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that Hoover had to drop on damn near everybody.
Everybody. Everybody.
If you were a color, they got the drop one.
Well, he had it on the white folks too.
Yeah,
On everybody.
I was about to say the Klan, the
The
skinheads, all
Klan,
that
the
shit.
senators, the congressmen,
He
the
ain't go for
presidents, the
Hoover, he got the
businessmen.
drop. Wiretaps,
That
all
way,
that.
because nobody could fuck with him.
Right, wiretaps
Okay?
and all
You
that.
fuck with me, and he'd bring up this little tape or this little thing and say, hey, check that out.
Yeah, he was beefing with the Kennedys and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit. He couldn't
Mhm.
stand the Kennedys, especially
Nope.
Jack. He couldn't
Mhm.
stand Jack.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But did you know this one? He got some audio footage and visual footage. He got the drop on Martin Luther King.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now here's the thing. Martin liked his women. And I ain't knocking him for that, because he'd always be up there high in my eyesight forever.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a man, he had low faults, this and that. And some of the stuff that he was sending back to his wife, Hoover, and some of the phone conversations were lies.
So you think he was capping when he was telling Coretta that her husband was a hoe?
Some of the stuff I have researched so far, not as deep as I want to go,
Yeah.
and I will go deeper. He had a little, he liked the girls.
He like men too.
I don't know about that, but I ain't got that deep yet.
No, that's just what I'm trying to tell you, brother. Once you dig in more research,
Mhm.
he was having sex with like prostitutes, men and women.
Like I said, he's human. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if fuck a dog. I don't care.
I understand.
The man had some good words.
No, he didn't. I heard his speeches. Some
You
of
don't
his
think so?
speeches, Fuck no.
You don't think the letter from Alabama, from the jailhouse, that wasn't a good letter?
I didn't listen to that one, but I heard
Okay.
most of his speeches. But compared to Brother Malcolm, Martin can't fuck with him.
We in two different leagues here.
Right?
We're in a non-violent league and we're in an ass-kicking league.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right?
You know a lot of ministers didn't want to go along with Martin Luther King?
Why not?
They said that he was that we're not ready for that yet. We don't want to get Mr. Bobo upset. Mr. Bobo hanging your ass, kicking your ass and shit. Read up on some of those ministers back during the time.
I got you.
Okay?
Who was the brother that had the mustache along with Reverend Jesse Jackson? Who was him? Something Davis, I think.
Davis. I remember Andrew Young. Okay. It'll come to it. I can't think of it right now.
But you know who I'm talking about. The brother
Mhm.
with the mustache,
Mhm.
heavy set.
Yeah.
He kept his hair cut low. You know
There
what I'm saying? I
wasn't
forgot the
wasn't
brother's
Lewis. Okay. It'll come to me, but not right now. It'll come to me.
name. Okay.
Like I said, you're human. If Martin liked men, if he liked women, I really don't give a damn. But one thing I do know, I didn't hate him down anybody for that kind of stuff. Running hoes or running dudes.
Right.
Like you get some of these hypocrites get on TV and radio and they down you up one side and down, this is so wrong, this and that, stand up in the pulpit and all that, and they out there fucking everything.
You know he was having sex orgies and shit.
Hey, don't bother me.
I'm just saying, but they made it seem like my man was a good apostle.
Well, the same thing when you, a lot of people are the worst son of bitches in the world.
True.
Done fuck people, killed people, stole, did this, whatever. And when they die, everybody is just like a saint.
Yeah.
Very seldom you hear anybody talking negative about anybody at a wake. They're so wonderful. They're so good. They're so gracious. They would give you the sweat off their brow so you wouldn't die of thirst. They're so wonderful. Oh, they would. Oh, whoa, and get around. Come on, that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that you're supposed to come up with all the dirt on people. They gone. But come on, don't say it like they cleaner than the damn pure water.
Right.
Okay, you don't have to be negative, but you don't have to get so goddamn deep then that I got on boots and the shit coming up to my knees.
Let me ask you this, brother. Can you tell me why a pastor is talking about the economic system for poor black folks? We talking about Martin Luther King. We here to get our mule and our check.
You get your mule, yeah, I'm gonna give Micah this. I'm gonna give Micah half a mule and an acre.
2 acres.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need at least
What
2.
pastor you know is talking about the economics of the population? Why is a pastor talking about how to teach people game? Real estate.
Why the
Man.
pastor teaching you how to game?
Yeah, he teaching you game.
Is it a real game or is it a bullshit game?
It could be a real game. He trying to teach black folks how to get land.
And that's what's wrong? Is there anything wrong with that?
Yes, you're not
Why?
supposed to teach nobody about how to try to make money. You're a pastor. You're supposed to be talking about the Lord, not talking about money. That's a hustle.
I mean, I can see if he's hustling for the church, but if he's hustling and he's not making anything out of it, what's wrong with that?
I think he was making money out of that shit.
I don't think he didn't live that extravagant.
He didn't live that good.
He lived decent, but he didn't live super extravagant.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, we can hate all we want to hate. Anybody can hate. Any asshole can hate.
Right.
Okay. Mr. Bobo controls everything.
Right.
He controls the money. He damn near control the air. Okay. But he ain't found out how to control that all the way yet. If he do, he gonna start getting money off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bobo controls everything. He got power everywhere. Whether right, wrong, and indifferent. We can hate Mr. Bobo all we want. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But hate ain't gonna get us nothing.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
More deep in that, more poverty, more people getting pregnant, da-da-da-da-da. So what's wrong with a minister trying to teach you about economics and try to get ahead?
It's just like saying, okay, is it cool to have an ATM machine inside the church?
Oh, I definitely.
Hustle. That's a hustle.
To me, that's a
brother.
hustle. Yeah.
That's a hustle.
But you're saying like all ministers are hoes, all ministers are hustlers.
I ain't say all ministers. I said that nigga.
Oh, that person, whoever's got an ATM machine in their church, I ain't up to, I'm Martin, but I ain't up to that. What about you, Mike?
Well, it's a hustle if they charge you money
Okay.
to get money out of the shit. Now, if I put my card in there and there's no fees, that's great.
Well, he has a point there. I'm going to stop you right there, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't carry cash in them. A lot of people don't even have a checking account.
Hell yeah, cash app, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I don't have a problem with money, but like you said, if it's
It's a fee
a fee,
associated.
and you know where the fee going to the MTA machine
Hell yeah.
and to the church,
Right.
part of it.
And it's supposed to be non-profit,
There'll be non-profit.
but you're
Okay.
making a profit.
You're making a profit.
So now we got profit.
Brother Malcolm wasn't doing that.
No, Malcolm wasn't doing that.
Exactly.
Like I said, I have no proof. Again, I want to make that perfectly clear. Just my opinion. A New York reporter from the New York Times got a phone call that morning
Mm-hmm.
that Malcolm's going to be. Malcolm's going to be shot.
Mm.
Research it go deep. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nobody did nothing. There were plainclothes policemen in the audience.
I heard about that.
Okay? They did nothing. Okay? I'm not sure whether any FBI agents was there or not, because he really want to check on niggas. Okay? So I don't know if them were there or not, but I know the police, undercover detectives were there.
Mm-hmm.
They had 3 guys. 2 of the guys had good alibis and everything else. Now, I think it was either in the last 5 years, the New York State's attorney reopened the case because he said it was such a tragedy that they convicted these guys, 2 of them anyway,
Facts.
and they held information that they knew that they could have been innocent, and they didn't do anything about it.
How long was they locked down?
Shit, they did 20, 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah, they're still alive though.
No, 2 of them did. It's only
Two of
one
them
alive.
dead?
Yeah.
One of them is alive.
I think it's one alive. I
Damn.
think
I
one
thought
alive.
both of them was
Either
alive.
none. It was 3 of them. It was 3.
Yeah, it was 3 of them.
But the one guy said, "I'm the one that did it. It wasn't the other 2."
Hell yeah.
Okay. Now, like I said again, I keep using up. I have no proof to find anything. I'm talking out of my ass. I personally believe, on what I know back during the time, not what I read, this, that, whatever. I just feel that between Hoover, the police, and somebody in the Muslim knew that he was being dicked away and had him dicked away. Reason why I say that, what did Malcolm do when he came back from Mecca?
He went out there and told them what was going on with the Nation of Islam wasn't true.
And correct me if I'm wrong, he told them that all of the things that he has been taught, and including the Quran,
It's been inaccurate.
inaccurate. When he went over to the Mecca and came back. And what you guys have been teaching me all these years and all this stuff,
It was a lie.
it was a lie.
You know, he said all races.
Get along.
Yeah, all races.
If you're a Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you get along. And there ain't none of this stuff that you've been telling me and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if I remember, he was drawing people away from the Muslims.
Yep.
So we got to get rid of this dude. Hurt us. That's my opinion.
I think the Honorable Elijah Muhammad felt as though it was a slap in the face that since we are the same color,
Right.
you still gotta show respect.
But
for
you
our
lied.
flag, But you lied to me.
Look at all the stories. How many young girls did he fuck?
I lost count. He was
Okay, thank you.
He was hitting like what?
He was a hoe, yeah.
He's a hoe.
He was
Yeah,
hitting
he
like
was-
what?
he was-
16, 17
Oh
year
yeah.
girls?
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
And you still been talking that shit.
he's a pedophile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is the man that people are following.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't. Malcolm didn't mean to like a slap in the face.
He just got
He
a
just wanted to put.
he
the
got a
truth
woke.
out
He
there,
got a awakening.
pretty much.
Okay, that's all that was. And if your shit is that good, being in charge of the folks, who gives a shit what Malcolm come talk about? If your shit is that strong, and your beliefs are that strong, you can always have somebody come from the outside trying to knock you, whether it's true or not true.
Right.
But he was pulling too many people, because in other words, you told a bold-faced lie, son of a bitch, and then you out here fucking everybody. Fucking these young girls. I don't know how many babies that sucker done had.
My man went
Okay.
to every girl that Elijah Muhammad had premarital sex with. He visited all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, my people is going to help you look out for you. The Nation of Islam is going to look out for you.
Yeah. And I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, we call it as it is. I have nothing against the Muslim. I'm not knocking them, saying anything was wrong. I'm just saying the facts, the reason why we're talking is about that Malcolm pulled away.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the reason why he pulled away when he went to that Mecca and came back. And what he really saw of a true Muslim, hey, this ain't what you can teach me, brother.
Right.
Okay?
Especially when he saw white Muslims.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was tripping.
Uh-huh. He was shocked.
He was taught white people
Devils.
were devils.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, when he went over there, it just opened his eyes to a
Quite
lot
a
of
bit.
things. I mean, and he felt betrayed.
Yep.
And I can understand,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because here it is, Elijah, he's preaching hate. You go over there, it's just total opposite.
Total opposite.
Total opposite, you know.
So basically, what you're saying is Elijah Muhammad had a cult group. Am I correct?
That's what it seemed like.
That's
you
what
know?
it sounded like to me.
That's
It's a cult
what it
group.
seemed. That's what it sounded like. And shit, he was high yellow. He was damn near white himself.
Yeah. So somebody been sneaking around the barnyard.
Well, he was a caramel complected brother, short. You know what I'm saying?
If he wouldn't have been the caramel color, how far you think he might have got, even with his teachings?
he'd have probably got far. Yeah, I mean, if he was like real, like a mulatto type of brother, and he was talking all that malarkey, he'd have probably got a white audience as well as a black audience because of his color. Because I'm pretty sure the Europeans is going to be intrigued at how elegant he speaks. Because I heard some of his speeches. He talked with elegance. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm will always start off like around 58 when he first started teaching, and he will always.
Yeah, Malcolm used to have red hair.
Yeah, they called him Red.
Reds, yeah.
Called him Red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when he was
The pimp.
he was the criminal.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, we called him
he
Red.
was out there slinging. You know.
Yeah, him and what was his friend name? Shorty. What was his friend named Shorty?
I can't remember. That sounds familiar.
Like Shorty. I forgot. I seen a picture of his friend. This was like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot, but he was like a real short motherfucker, and he was wearing perms and shit, going around jacking from house to house,
Mm-hmm.
petty shit, petty crimes and shit, trying to make.
No, they were
more
doing,
money.
yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it's just that I don't know today, 2022. I don't know who all that black leaders are supposed to be,
Yeah.
but I'm not impressed by any of them, whoever it is. I don't think you're doing anything for us, but running your mouth.
Sure.
I think you're scared of Mr. Bobo, and I think you're scared to step on toes too damn hard.
If Brother Malcolm was still alive, you think he would still give the government problems?
I think the government probably would have had him assassinated.
You think they would have killed him eventually?
Yeah, and I think the government has something that then with Hoover has something to do with him gone anyway.
Yeah, they had to shut him up.
Okay.
Well, they said it was orchestrated by the FBI.
Okay, but if they had to
Central
shut him up, then
Intelligence.
how come they didn't shut up Elijah whoever and Farragon and all that?
I don't know.
What's the, now let's get into that.
You knock them off, there's still going to be more brothers out there.
Yeah.
It's more behind now.
Yeah, but a lot of the other brothers had the strong power and the will as Farrakhan.
Trust me,
They
I
was too
had
strong.
conversations with a lot of Muslims. Most of my family members are Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm telling you, all of them,
Bless you.
it's like levels to this shit, okay? And they all look smart. They follow the same patterns
Mm-hmm.
over and over. It's just like, okay, I got a Malcolm X right here. You kill this dude off, I'm gonna have a nigga better than him. He's right behind Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Once you knock this nigga off behind him, okay, I got a nigga that's smarter than this motherfucker.
Let me ask you a
This
question.
nigga back here.
Most of the people in your family, a lot of people in your family are Muslims.
Yes.
As the story goes, how did they feel about the thing with Malcolm X?
They don't really talk about it as much.
Okay.
Now, I would have to talk to Atumri about that situation,
Mhm.
because I had an interview with this brother. Like, that's my homie. Smart as a motherfucker. He will talk about what's going on Earth and what's going on out there in the cosmos. You feel me? Like, this man-
How much do you believe what's going on in the cosmos out there?
you gotta have a conversation with this brother, man.
First of all, I think you're dumb as hell if you think we're the only people on this universe.
Man, this brother is deep.
Mhm.
He will mention about our fathers. He'll mention about the original creators, and I'm not talking about a spirit. He'll mention about the Anunnakis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He will talk about our parents like a motherfucker, and a lot of people don't know, like, that Bible is full of shit. He would tell you the Bible is full of shit. It was written by King James. You know, King James was a Roman Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know how most of the Romans were back
Roman
then. You know
Catholic,
the
yeah,
stories.
Jews back there.
Yeah, you know the stories. Right? They put on the stories in the Bible that they felt as though it was suit, and just take out all the rest. And just either show.
But couldn't we say that about a lot of things that we read and have studied on?
Yep. We was talking
A lot
about
of textbooks and all that other stuff could be the exact same way.
Yeah, that's because what I did was, I remember one time, I have the New Testament Bible, right? The little green junk.
Mm-hmm.
I got the international version, which is burgundy, and I also had the King James version. Damn near all three of them books are totally fucking different. Only the King James is in Shakespeare. International one is in English, and I'll lay my turn.
Okay. Is it different? It's just that they worded the subject different.
They word it different, and sometimes the story is just like fabricated a little bit, so I can try to compare and contrast. The only good thing about the international version, it has a dictionary in it.
Yeah.
Now, in order for you to understand the Bible and try to comprehend it, you definitely need either Thor's Encyclopedia or dictionary.
Oh, bring me back Kahlua and coffee, please.
I would prefer
Okay.
a Webster dictionary. Because if you don't have a Webster dictionary, you're going to be lost in the motherfucking songs.
But then again, we probably could say that about almost anything that's written.
I think half of that shit is bullshit.
I'm not saying that it's not you're wrong. I'm just saying we could probably say that about anything.
Right.
Who is to come back and say who wrote the Bible and wrote all these things and it is wrong? Can we prove it? How much proof that we can prove it?
You're going to have to do more and more and more research. You guys got to keep digging. Like, who the fuck wrote this book?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What made them do this shit? Why is they lying? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I would like for you to do,
What's
brother? Mr. B, look up about All Saints Day,
All Saints Day.
Halloween, because you know Halloween is coming up. It's gonna mess your head up.
Look, when
How
Halloween
backwards
comes, you
these
know what?
churches are, man.
I believe Halloween's always been a pagan holiday to me. I ain't got time for that. I used to have all the thing with the decorations in front of the house and all the lanterns and the scarecrows and all this other shit and all that. Have all kind of candy, ran them back and forth to the door and all that. But you know, Christmas, Halloween, anything, it just too much commercialized for me.
Mhm.
Not saying what is right, wrong. I do believe it's a pagan holiday. Okay, I do believe a lot of our holidays it's got some worship in there. That we're worshiping in it. A lot of holidays, and a lot of people will argue up and down, this, that, whatever. But the Masons, for example, with their BS, their background, a lot of devil worshiping in there.
Mhm.
Okay, but what I just said, you try to talk to people and they want to whoop your ass. I'm not saying that whatever I say, anything is right or wrong. What I kept saying is I don't have any proof, but this is what I believe. If people would really do research, I don't think people really want to know the truth. Remember what was the movie? You Can't Handle the Truth. I don't think people can handle the truth. They don't want to know.
What the fuck?
That's
That's
a
with
Navy
Tom
movie.
Cruise.
Yes.
And shit, Jack Nicholson.
Uh-huh.
What was the name of that goddamn? It was a military movie.
Yep.
And that was a classic line he said.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Tell me the truth. You can't handle the truth."
And people
I
say
remember that.
people say they want the truth, but I don't think the majority of people don't want the truth
I did.
because they can't deal with it. I said majority.
I'm talking about me. Fuck
Okay.
hell.
I'd rather hear the truth. I'd rather years ago I moved from Baltimore City and I moved to Baltimore County over 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
And I said to myself, one day I'm probably gonna be back in the city. That until the last few years, you got that Bushwing goddamn Scott and his bullshit. I think Scott had good intentions, but he's in over his head. He got in over his head when he got in there. Okay? Does he have the backing and all that? I'm jumping around, but does he have the backing and like the people he should have? When that man got there, there was a lot of shit going on in Baltimore City. A whole bunch of stuff.
There was always shit going on in Baltimore City.
And you always gonna be the one that if you the captain of the ship, you take the wheel.
Right.
I don't understand other than power why people want to become mayors,
Mm-hmm.
councilmen, president, senators. I didn't understand for a long time, but it all got to do with power. It ain't money. Because you can be a poor motherfucker. If you got power, you can get anything you want.
Well, you know, back in the 1700s, when, you know, Washington and, you know, when Lincoln was like running the show, you know, the mayor and the lieutenant governor and the governor of Baltimore was like real tight from the District of Columbia. They were tight as shit. I don't
Mhm.
understand why, but Maryland played a major role in a lot of decisions back then with DC decisions when it came to the slaves and the fucking war.
Well, it runs around the Mason-Dixon line. You might as well call, instead of calling it north, you might as well call it south. Because they're around the line, so,
a
you
lot
know.
of people don't know that though.
Right on the Mason-Dixon line, that's where they are, sitting right there.
I ran across a lot of brothers, man, and I'm telling you, they don't even know that we're Southern. They don't know that. Half of these niggas think that we're North people.
What they call it? The Eastern Shore,
Mm-hmm.
then you got the Southern Shore,
Right.
Southern Maryland.
They don't know that unless they do their research.
Mhm. What I was saying, and getting back, we can hate all we want. The man controls everything.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we learn everything we can learn from him, so we can get a piece of this pie
Right.
and live a halfway decent life?
And how can we do that?
I'm a firm believer in boycotting. Because Mr. Bobo understands one thing: green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To prove my point, I said earlier, a couple of weeks ago, the boycott in Alabama, Montgomery, whatever it was, the man after a year and a half, he let you start riding the bus because you hurt his pocket for a nickel. Well, you know, a nickel was money back then.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt his pocket. Aunt Jemima syrup. We don't like Aunt Jemima on the goddamn thing, on the box and on the goddamn syrup. People stopped buying, wasn't buying as much. What did they do?
Was that a real
Change the
person?
name. I don't know. I don't know.
I gotta look that up, man. Cause
I kind of think that it may have been, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know.
did you know that Jack London was a real person?
I've heard that.
That shit fucked me up.
Mhm.
You know he was into witchcraft real heavy, and he had conversations, and he met the devil.
There's a lot of people in the organization's background is witchcraft
Facts.
and devil worshiping. And if you go tell somebody that, they want to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
You lying, you trying to destroy my religion. The Masons are on the Catholic Church, Yale, Skull and Bone Club.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Oh
you
shit.
know.
You're talking about the Bushes. Oh,
Uh-huh.
man. Woo. Yeah,
But the
they
Bushes
just-
didn't start
they
that shit though. They didn't start Skull and Bone. That's been going on for 100 years.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the most powerful group though. That's
Right.
like Franklin and Washington.
They had a lot of
Roosevelt.
powerful people belong to
All
Skull and Bone. Bones. They
Yeah,
had,
those are the elites. Those
Right.
are the elite behind the elites. Those are the ones that
Mhm.
control all of this shit.
But see, the average thing that we may talk about here, whether we had things to back it up or not, I try not to speak anything that I at least know a little something about. Even like I kept saying it third time again, I have no proof. This is what I believe on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think people want to know. Go back again to what we just talked about. You can't handle the truth. Some people you can come to and talk to very direct. You don't mean no harm. You don't mean no disrespect. And they have no problem with you the way you talk to them. Because they know you're not being disrespectful. That's just you being a butthole. You come out of your mouth direct. Da 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 da. You don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. This that. And then you don't say what you got to say.